Welcome, everybody. I'm Texas Homer. I am joined by former Texas players Jet Bush and Drew Kelson, and they got linebacker tendencies and background. And guess what? We picked up Rasheem Biles from Pitt, who's an absolute killer at linebacker. So we're going to have linebackers watch linebackers, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Before we do that, I want you to head over to Inside Texas, 50% off right now. You will get the ultimate fan bundle. That's Inside Texas, our website, paired with On3 for national football news, paired with Rivals for all your recruiting needs. Come sign up. Guys, this guy makes a ton of plays, and I'm about to show them to you. All right, first play from Rasheem. He's going to make a play in the pass game. He's going to drop back, and then he's going to come over the middle and steal him an interception right here. I think he's going to get a shallow here and then a dig coming behind it, but he's going to read the quarterback's eyes. And he's going to make a nice play, and then we'll just let it run after he makes the nice play. So he drops, opens up to the sidelines, watches the quarterback. Really fluid mover in space. The quarterback takes him to this dig right here, and he's going to be able to snatch it, and then watch what happens. Goes up in the air and gets it, makes a guy miss, and just really great speed. He's going to stay in bounds. Yep. Couple guys, and he houses it. Just a hell of an athlete. Looking like you two out there, man.
Just saying.
What do you guys like about this one? Drew, you go first, man.
Well, as a guy who moved from safety to running back to linebacker to safety and kind of did some of these things, yeah, I mean, I love this move. The game and the ability or the desire to have a guy that's this explosive at this size and just have him be able to be free and roam and make plays is huge. So this is DB coverage. I mean, he's on a string, sees the quarterback's eyes, and can automatically just come across and go make that play. But not everybody is as fluid, is as athletic to go run out, just kind of just run by everybody else. And so this is just athleticism you can't teach. I love it at the linebacker position because, the way he's used, at least on film, you get every bit of his explosiveness, his smarts, his athleticism, and his ability to make plays. And this is just one of them.
Absolutely. Jet, you like interceptions, dude?
Yeah, I know a little bit about those.
Yeah. We got the kick sixer in the house, dude.
Yeah, I had one of those for sure. So I'll give you my what I think. First of all, I just love the IQ before the snap to disguise the play. Being well aware of that. He opens to the two-man side, quickly flips his hips as soon as that two receiver breaks inside, gets his eyes on the quarterback, reads his eyes, gets the interception, and I just think, this speed is next level. Reminds me a lot of DeMarvion, how fast he was.
Yeah.
He's just, he's got that closing range speed. He's got the ability to take it to the house, outrunning receivers, running backs, quarterback. It's just next level athleticism with this guy. So I'm just excited to see him on our team.
All right. Next up, we're going to see a forced fumble. This guy makes a lot of big plays here. Let's see where he's at. So he's going to lurk right around here. And the quarterback is not going to think he's going to turn on the Jets, and the quarterback is not going to believe it. So right here, he's going to sit. Quarterback has good distance here. You'd think you'd have time to try to read your concept, but Biles is going to turn on the Jets and just get to him. The quarterback doesn't do anything besides just kind of flinch because he did not expect him to get there that fast. He fumbles. His teammate picks it up. We will look at it from this side here. Keep an eye on number 3 with Biles. Watch this. He's reading, and then he decides to go right here. And big play. Jet, you go first on this one.
I think the most impressive thing is one, with how fast this kid is. You think he would just choose to go outside, but he's just clearly just watching the film. You can see how smart he is. He knows it's chuck protection, which means backside guard's going to pull for the high block on the end. And he's just going to wait for that guy to slowly pull. He's just going to walk up to the line of scrimmage super casually. And then as soon as the opening happens, he's just going to take his shot. And I mean, he goes from 0 to 100 like immediately, you know. So that's the closing speed is unreal, and then just to always be ball aware and try to get after that ball is just always a huge plus. It's just in him to just try to go get that ball.
Yeah, and that's a really great point. The intelligence it took. He said, "Nah, you can take on the pulling guard, and then I'm going to go do something."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, you don't have to force it. You know, it'll open up for you sometimes.
Yeah.
Plus,
Drew, what's up?
No, I think this is just a great. I mean, this is a risk here. I believe it's actually, if I am looking at this right, he may be in man here, and it looks like the back blocks up, or at least that's the view he sees. And generally in this position, when that back leaves the backfield, he's supposed to have that back. But he gambles here, and his explosiveness really helps him get away with it. The way he just, once he makes a decision, those 3 steps he makes and gets to the quarterback before a back would even have a chance to turn around. So even in situations like this where maybe he has an oversight of a man responsibility, you see the playmaking, you see the explosiveness, you see just I mean, frankly, the way he just goes about making a decision where even when he is wrong, he's still right. So it's all about your intent, all about the way you go about making that play.
The acceleration for a linebacker to just go from standing still to that. You saw the quarterback he doesn't even, there's no move. He's just actually frightened like it's a haunted house that he got there that fast. We are going to get another example of playmaking, and we're only halfway through. So here is Biles. And this is something I was talking about with the guys. You know, when teams are throwing a lot of these screens, as a fan, you're always like, why does the player not just go take the ball? And I understand that's because there's rules and assignments, and also you look like a dumbass if you miss, and now there's no assignment there. But he just goes and reads it well. And another example of him having good instincts and athleticism to act on them is going to make a big play here. He just jumps up and look at the vertical too. This was on his interception. This guy can get up in the air and a touchdown that fast. It was that simple for him. Drew, you can go first this time. I know there's not a lot besides hell yeah, but
No, I love the ball awareness. I love the play awareness. Yes, he could. I mean, when you're at a 5-yard depth and you know you're going to be blitzing, I mean, it's easy to just feel like you have to sprint as fast as you can, be completely unaware of what's happening with the play to go try and make something happen, to go put pressure on the quarterback. But his awareness of where the quarterback is, his awareness of knowing the play's coming his way. I mean, he kind of hunkers down just a little bit to make sure he's in position to make this play, because either he's going to realize he has to stop and slow down and turn to go sprint out to go hit the receiver that the ball's intended for. But in this case, he just sees a bigger opportunity and he takes advantage of it. So it's great when you find more work on the way to do your primary job. So just great execution here, soft hands, and of course, playmaking ability yet again.
And you'll see repeatedly, I don't know how many clips we have here, but he's a legitimate pass rusher. So if you look on a lot of the tape, Pitt will have him lined up straight up and he'll go and get it. So he shows the pass rush ability there. He just turns it into interception. But what Drew says too about you're on a curved path and then you have to just jump up, straighten out. It's nice. Jet, what do you think, man?
I think Drew pretty much covered it. I think it's just like another way of showing how, like, I just can't get over this guy's ball awareness. I feel like he's just always going for the ball. We're going to see a couple strip sacks, I know, or we did see one, but it's just impressive to see, and his recognition to just immediately, flip that switch to, pull trigger or pull up and go get the ball.
Well, and Texas lacked for defensive turnovers last year. And the year before that, with all of our defensive success, we got a ton of turnovers. And so that's a big difference to have a playmaker like this who can lurk the middle of the field or pick six and a basic boundary screen, which is supposed to be an automatic for them, is also going to be a really big factor for Texas. All right, this is just going to be a simple back to the flats concept, but it is going to be, I think, 3rd and 3. This is just, once again, good athleticism where he is going to match the back's speed and get him behind the line. It's a big third down stop, but you can see how well he moves in space. And there's really not a running back out there unless there's some freaky little guy that are going to be able to beat him to the corner. So this is just more athleticism from him. So he gets sucked in a little bit to the read too, and still he's able to pull out. He throws it, third down, stop. Jet, you're up first.
Yeah, can you go to the end zone, Dean, for this one?
Yep.
I just want to point out how much he moves inside. So, like when you run the play, he goes inside, loses leverage, immediately recognizes it, flies outside to go get his man. With all that mesh, all that crossing going on, it's just impressive eyes as well for him to know who his number two or his number three is. Probably number two over there to the boundary because he's a will. Know who his number two is, know he has man to that side, go, realizes he's got his eyes on the quarterback over his man, realizes the quarterback's about to dump it off and makes a play. Like his speed is just next level. Even if there was a scat back that was faster than him, he's still probably making that play just maybe for like maybe 2 more yard gain. It's just like, I mean, the one thing is just, I mean, I would love to see. I would pay money for this guy to race DeMarvion. I think so just to watch them, hunt some ball carriers would be great. That's just who I feel like I keep watching on film. Playing with that guy. So that's my comparison. Kind of what jumps off tape.
Yeah, DeMarvion was my first comp too. Drew.
And there's a few things I see here as I continue to watch him. I mean, you have a guy who he has the type of recognition on the snap of the ball he's ready to play RPO in this league. He can be a spy in this league, but he can also run guys down and play in open space. I mean, the way his hips, the way he's fluid, the way he turns and runs, I mean, that's key. I mean, last night, after watching a few clips of him yesterday, I was watching the Texans, and it's just like, man, this is Azeez Alshire, just a guy who flies around, is making plays. Every time you see him, you're like, is that a linebacker? Because you think they have another DB out there. But you see him being physical, you see him being athletic. And guys like this are not the traditional guys you have to block as a lineman. As a lineman, especially out in space, you're usually, you want the big guy, but you can just have a big collision, you can get leverage and beat him out. This guy is athletic enough to bait you and to really go in hard. He can work his way around you. And he can pop you too, unexpectedly. So I do think the different ways of how he can approach blocks, how he can play in space, how he can play the RPO, his recognition. I mean, there's so many different things that you can just tell are just kind of built into his game along with his athleticism. So definitely going to be fun to see him flying around.
Are you ready to love your kitchen and bathroom again? Luxe Kitchen and Bath will bring that to life. Luxe has been offering high-end kitchen and bathroom remodels for 3 generations throughout the greater Austin area. With 5-star review after 5-star review on Google and Facebook and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, you can put your faith in Luxe Kitchen and Bath's award-winning designers and skilled craftspeople to bring your dream vision to life. But that's not all. Luxe's all-star team also provides full home remodels, large additions, and even commercial build-outs as well. So call Luxe Kitchen and Bath at 833-358-LUXE today, or visit luxekitchenbath.com to discover where quality meets luxury and begin the process of transforming your home. Get your free quote today by calling 833-358-LUXE. That's LUXE, or by visiting luxekitchenbath.com. Contact info is in the description. All right, here's an example I was alluding to earlier where they do put him outside on this edge. This is number 3. He's going to come through unblocked, and he's going to stay upright too, which is going to allow him to turn this into a touchdown instead of just laying out and then beginning the celebration before the play is over. He's going to be able to wrap. This is Eastern Carolina, I believe. So there we go. Stays upright, finds the ball. And then another touchdown. That guy wasn't playing it, though. This is what we like to call a hero out there for East Carolina. He says, you're not getting it entirely for free. So he's able to hit him at the end. All right. Drew, you go first on this one.
Oh, man. What's crazy here is you can tell, like, you see him playing explosive, and it seems like he's playing really, really fast, but you can also tell that the game is slow to him. Like he gets there composed, he gets there, he knows what the job is, even though he's still explosive. Um, like this is full of just ball awareness, playmaking awareness. He closes the gap. I mean, he probably knew he would come free on this protection. And so there's just some built-in advantages of just what you get when you go to the transfer portal and you're looking for a player that can add some traits that maybe you need more of, or you're replacing some really strong linebacker play that you just lost. This guy already has it on film, and so yeah, the playmaking ability and explosion. I have to think we were intentional about bringing him here, both for what he can do as a linebacker out in space, but also what he can do as just another option to put pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah. What you got, Jet? You
I think
smirking?
my favorite part of this play is him pointing back, or whoever is pointing back as they're running back on the touchdown. I mean, this is great, just ball awareness in the heat of the moment, going for the ball, trying to get it out, being able to strip sack, and then going with your boy, scoring a touchdown, pointing back right there. I love it. I can't wait to see that on our side this time. So this guy is just jumping out of the tape.
Yeah, and I think the football players have done a great job of, like, of course, the athleticism is there, and you're gonna just at first you're like, well, he's a hell of an athlete, which he clearly is. He plays disciplined, and so he's able to stay up. The quarterback separates his arms, he puts his arms up, he does good form there, knocks it out, and then he's immediately searching. A lot of guys are just gonna lay the quarterback out and be on the ground. We've seen all these examples where he's made these incredible plays, but he had to have really good recognition or just in the heat of the battle made right decisions. Because how many damn like touchdowns has this guy gotten? He's trying to take the ball back the other way too. So it's not just pure athleticism, which he has plenty of. All right, this is actually an older clip, but I just wanted to give you guys a concrete example of him hitting. So he has really long arms. So normally what you'll see him do is he puts it out like a trap. I'm trying to get in the screen. He sticks it out like a clothesline and he runs full speed at you and he lets you hit the arm and then he'll just wrap around you like a towel. And then that's how he takes guys down. So he makes a lot of big hits. But I wanted to show you one where he's just hitting a guy straight up. So he's going to come through the B or the C here. I'm not sure. And he's just going to pop this running back. So he can do that too, right? Because the fear is like playmaking. It's like, well, can he hit guys? And he can hit guys as well. Jet, you lead.
Yeah, I think this is just another, gap recognition. He has a good feel. He sees that the edge has secured the edge, which allows him to play fast. Go shoot that gap, and then stick left near foot, near shoulder, drive through them, and go make a good tackle. Just love to see it. That's great linebacker play. That's definitely a highlight right there. Tackle for loss.
True.
No, I love when the linebacker can be removed from the core of the formation, but he has the athleticism and the recognition to get back into the box to make this play. We saw a few plays earlier where, it's a pass play. You're seeing the offensive line is soft, high hats. He doesn't bite on any motion or any pullers or any play action in that sense. This is just the opposite side of that, where he has enough time to recognize its run, and he just works his way into the box as if he was always there. So this type of play recognition and ability to just close and work your way into the box just allows us far more flexibility when we're out in space, because you just don't want everybody out there in space as a linebacker able to make these plays both in the box and out on the perimeter. So he definitely brings that versatility to us. Who knows what our defense is going to look like, but he's certainly a weapon in a lot of different ways.
Well, I mean, it's a 4-3, but he's playing. It's like he's playing the nickel role.
Yep.
He's over here to the passing strength. So it's like this is a nickel. He's apexed out of the box and he goes in there and hit it. So the scheme versatility here is going to be awesome because you can play 4-3 with this guy and keep a nickel off the field. You don't need to go into dime where you're trying to force 6 DBs on the field. So you have that. The pass coverage, he moves like a safety. The recognition is like a safety. On top of that, he can come straight off the edge like a pass rusher. And then he has good identification of gaps, how we saw that guard puller. He didn't take on that block because he didn't need to, and he shot the gap. This here, he knows his gap. He waits for everyone to get matched up, so he goes and makes his play. I mean, this guy is just incredibly versatile and intelligent on top of being a baller. All right, everyone. That is Rasheem Biles. Be excited about this addition. It's my favorite portal pickup so far amongst all the big names. This guy is going to do some really awesome stuff, and he's going to make some big plays and some big moments. I want you to head over to Inside Texas, and you can get the Ultimate Fan Bundle right now for 50% off. We would absolutely love to see you over there. Hook 'em, everybody.